Success don't come overnight. No make them know a substance over hype. Do it for the love, me not do it for the life.
What's good? Welcome to another episode of Keeping It Real. Keeping It Real is your go-to show for personal and professional development, diving deep into fitness, public speaking, networking, and sometimes real estate. I appreciate you joining me this evening, whether live or on the replay. And if you are watching live, say hello in the comments. Let's connect. This isn't just a show. It's the start of a growing community. Together, we can build a space where like-minded individuals can connect, learn, and grow personally and professionally. What's next in your personal or professional journey? Comment, and let's kick this journey off together.
Hello, I'm Jason Harris, and I'm unofficially the fittest commercial real estate professional south of Boston, but maybe not this far south.
Also known as Coach FitPro J, your diet-free fat loss specialist. I'm the coach who talks the talk and walks the walk. I've been there, done that, and now I empower real estate professionals and entrepreneurs to take control of their nutrition and fitness without feeling overwhelmed by keeping it simple, keeping it moving, and keeping it real. Welcome to the weekly live broadcast, Keeping It Real. All right, let's get right into it today. Today, we're starting with the Core 4 of Networking segment. After that, Fitness Success, the 4 Pillars of Achievement. Then we'll get into the From Stage Fright to Spotlight, the public speaking segment of the show. And then we'll finish up with the Real Estate Roundup segment. Let's get started. The Core 4 of Networking. Networking is an essential skill in both business and personal development. In the Core 4 of Networking segment, I break down the key practices for building strong, lasting relationships. Do you know about the Core 4 of Networking? Can you tell me what they are? Here's a short clip that'll get you up to speed on the Core 4 of Networking.
What's up? I'm here with Al to give you guys another networking tip. We've given you 3 so far, and today we're going to give you a 4th. But before we do, let's recap. What's the first thing they got to do, Al?
Show up.
You got to be present and accounted for. What's the second thing?
Be yourself.
You be you, your authentic self, because nobody likes fake people. Not a good look. What's number 3?
Pay attention.
You got to do some active listening. You got to know what's going on. You don't want to stare into somebody's eyes and nod your head thinking about what you got to say next. Pay attention. And now that the recap's done, I think the 4th one's the most important. What do you think, Al?
Oh yeah, there's no point in doing all 3 if you don't do the 4th.
That's right. So why is the 4th so important now?
Because the fortune's in the FU.
What do you mean?
Fortune's in the follow-up.
Ah, that's right. Follow up. Don't have a conversation with somebody, take their business card, and then do nothing. Follow up. Speaking of following up, if you guys would like to hear more networking tips from Al and myself, comment more or yes, please underneath this video. And Al, what are we going to do after they make that comment?
Follow up.
Haha, that's right. See you guys later.
All right, I'll be breaking down the Core 4 1 week at a time. Week 1, show up. Why simply being present can open doors to success. Week 2, be yourself. Authenticity is the key to forming genuine connections. Week 3, pay attention. The importance of active listening and being fully engaged with others. Week 4, follow up. How to maintain and grow relationships beyond the first meeting. What's the most significant networking hurdle that you have faced? And how'd you tackle it? Or are you still working on it? Please share your biggest networking challenges and how you've addressed them in the comments below. All right, in addition to exploring the Core 4 of networking, this segment will also showcase local members of the networking organizations I'm affiliated with, as well as other businesses and professionals in my network. I'll also provide insights on local networking events that I attend. For today's Networking Success Spotlight, we're rewinding to one of our most impactful segments from March 2025. We tackled the final and arguably the most important part of the Core 4 of networking, follow up. If you've ever left an event with a stack of business cards or a phone full of LinkedIn connections, but didn't know what to do next, this one's for you. In this segment, I break down 3 simple but powerful action steps that will help you turn new contacts into long-term relationships, referrals, and opportunities. Let's jump back into it. Please stand by. You've been to the event, made some great connections, exchanged business cards, or even LinkedIn invites. But now what? Now what? If you're not following up, you're not networking. You're just collecting contacts. And that is not the name of the game, folks. Today, we're going to talk about the final but most important part of the core four of networking. Or like Al likes to say, the FU is in the follow-up, right? The fortune's in the follow-up, in the FU. That's what we're talking about, follow-up. This is how you turn the first meeting into a long-term opportunity, a referral partner, or even a lifelong friend. I've got 3 tips and action steps for you today. So let's get into it. Strike while the iron's hot. The 24-hour rule. Why? First impressions fade fast. If you wait too long, that connection weakens. Let me give you an action step on that for the 24-hour rule. Within 24 hours, send a quick follow-up message, email, LinkedIn, or text, referencing something specific from your conversation. Let me give an example. Hey, Sarah, great meeting you at the chamber event last night. Loved our talk about AI in real estate. Let's grab coffee next week. How's Tuesday? See, it's just as easy as that. Drop a me in the comments if you've ever met someone great, but then completely forgot to follow up and you dropped the ball. Let me know in the comments. All right. Give. Don't just take. Provide value first. Why? People remember those who help them, not just those who ask for favors. And I'm going to give the action step on how to provide value first. Send an article. Introduce them to someone valuable or engage with their content on social media. Like if they have a live show, Keeping It Real, you go on and you engage because you're supporting the Oh, I'm sorry. I went on a tangent there. Anyhow, so engage with their content on social media before asking for anything. I'm going to give you an example besides me. All right. Meta financial advisor. Introduce them to a business owner looking for investment strategies. You become the bridge and people appreciate that. What's one way, just one way, someone has added value to you after a networking event? Share it in the comments. I'd love to know. Moving on. Try this. Stay on their radar. The 3-touch rule. The 3-touch rule. Why? A single follow-up isn't enough. Consistent, natural check-ins keep relationships alive. I'm going to say that again. Consistent, natural check-ins keep relationships alive. I'm going to give you the action step for this 3-touch rule, okay? First touch. Follow up within 24 hours. Remember the 24-hour rule that we just talked about? Yeah, do that. Follow up within 24 hours. Second touch. 2 weeks later, second touch, 2 weeks. Commit that to memory. 2 weeks later, check in with something useful or invite them to another event. Provide value or invite them. All right, that's the second touch. Third touch. A month later. So 24 hours, 2 weeks, 1 month. All right, a month later. Send a casual message or comment on their post to keep the connection alive. That's all. Simple. Let me give you an example. Hey, Mike, I saw your LinkedIn post about expanding to Boston. Huge move. Let me know if you need any connections in that area. There's an example right there. So how many times do you follow up before someone officially is a ghost? Tell me in the chat. Networking isn't just about meeting people. It's about staying connected. If you're not following up, you're missing out. So here's your challenge. Think of 3 people. Think of 3 people you've met recently but haven't followed up with. Reach out today or tomorrow. Kind of late, right? Drop a quick message, offer value, and start strengthening those connections. That's all. Quick challenge. And if you want to take your networking game even further, stay tuned for the next episode of The Core 4 of Networking. That was the March 2025 replay of the Core 4 of Networking Spotlight, where we drilled down on the art of the follow-up. Remember, networking isn't about how many people you meet. It's about how many meaningful connections you keep alive. Strike while the iron's hot. Give before you ask. And stay consistent with the 3-touch rule. Now here's your challenge. Pick 3 people you've met recently and send them a message today. Don't just collect contacts, create connections that last. And if you found value in this replay, make sure you stick with us for future episodes of Keeping It Real. Next Monday is Labor Day, so there won't be a show. The show will commence on Monday, September 8th at its new time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At that time, we'll reset with week 1, so the topic will be Show Up, why simply being present can open doors to success. Until then, show up, be yourself, pay attention, and most of all, follow up. And keep building the relationships that move your business forward. If you've got a story to share and want to be a guest on the show, reach out. I'd love to have you on. Seriously, let's do this. And if you catch me at a networking event, don't hesitate to pull me aside and let's make some on-camera magic happen. All right, moving on. Fitness success, the 4 pillars of achievement. Each week, I alone or with a guest will break down a specific pillar to help you build a balanced, sustainable fitness routine. Week 1, Pillar 1, nutrition habits. Master your nutrition and fuel your body for success. Week 2, Pillar 2, stress management. Practical strategies for managing life's inevitable stressors. Week 3, Pillar 3, physical activities. Tips to stay active and energized no matter your fitness level. Week 4, Pillar 4, recovery measures. Recovery is key. Learn the best ways to rest, recharge, and avoid burnout both in and out of the gym. Today, on this throwback segment from January 2025, this year, I dove into one of the most underrated game changers in the world of fitness and productivity, recovery. If you're grinding through long days, chasing deadlines, or trying to scale your business, this one's for you. I break down 3 essential recovery strategies that will help you show up stronger, think sharper, and stay in the game long term. Let's rewind and tap into what recovery really means when you're building a business and your body. Check this out. Entrepreneur or real estate professional or any professional, really, the pressure to perform at a high level can take a toll on your body and your mind as well. Whether you're pushing to grow your business, meet tight deadlines, or maybe manage a packed schedule, right? Recovery often gets overlooked. But here's the reality, all right? Proper recovery isn't just a fitness hack, all right? It's a productivity supercharger. When you prioritize recovery, you're not only expanding or enhancing your physical performance, but you're also boosting your mental clarity, resilience, and energy levels to tackle your goals head on. It works, man. Let me tell you. Let's go ahead and dive into 3 essential recovery strategies that can help you get in shape and operate at your best, both personally and professionally. You're gonna get some action steps in here for you too. So let's start with the first one. So prioritize quality sleep as your ultimate recovery tool. Remember, we're talking about recovery measures. Sleep is huge. Why does sleep matter, or quality sleep? Why does it even matter? Sleep is, I'm sure you know, but let me remind you, okay? Maybe that will get you to recover more. So sleep is when your body repairs itself. It restores energy and it consolidates information learned throughout the day. And I don't know about you, but I learn a lot of stuff and see a lot of stuff and come in contact with a lot of things mentally in the day. And I need that recovery time to do that mental download that happens, towards the end of the day. And if you don't do that, it gets backed up and so forth. But anyway, for busy professionals, this means sharper decision making. Who doesn't want that, right? Improved memory, and enhanced creativity, all crucial for success in business. It enhances all of those things. So here's some actionable tips for you for recovery measures, okay, as far as getting quality sleep. What you want to do is establish a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends, to regulate your circadian rhythm. Your circadian rhythm is pretty much your body's routine as far as its wake and sleep cycles. You want to kind of keep that as close as possible. Like I said, even on the weekend. Another thing you can do besides establishing a consistent sleep schedule is create a sleep-friendly environment. A sleep-friendly environment, by keeping the room dark, quiet, and cool. Limit screen time at least an hour before bed to avoid blue light interference, okay, with melatonin production. Because what ends up happening is if you try to go to sleep, you got the TV blaring and it's on, or you get the computer screen, or you're looking at your phone or iPad or what have you, or some mobile device, Android if you don't have an iPhone, sorry. Anyhow, looking at that screen is really going to not get you ready for bed. It's going to, in fact, do the opposite. Like it said, the blue light on the screen and the TVs, they interfere with your melatonin production, which is really important to help you get a good night's rest or even to get to sleep. So you want to create a sleep-friendly environment by maybe turn the TV off and your phone off, listen to some relaxing music or instrumental meditation music. Meditate, that's a good thing too. We'll talk about that in a second. But create a sleep-friendly environment. Don't have lights on. Keep the room dark and as quiet as possible. They have sleep headphones that you can buy where they're completely flat so you can lay on your sides, something like that. But that's huge to get a good night's sleep, is create a sleep-friendly environment. So another thing you could do, the third thing you can do to get a good quality night's sleep, is aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep to optimize mental and physical recovery. All right. It's huge if you get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. You don't want it to be broken up so much. How many hours of sleep are you currently getting each night? Let me know in the comments right here. It's a live show, by the way. So if you're watching, I want to know how many hours of sleep you're currently getting each night, unless I'm being watched by AI these days. I don't know. Anyway, and I also want to know, do you feel it's enough to keep you sharp throughout the next day? All right. So how many hours of sleep? Crickets. But okay, if you're watching on the replay, I'd still like to know how many hours of sleep you're currently getting each night, because I will interact with the comments on the replay. All right. As far as work is concerned and quality sleep, there's a link to productivity and quality sleep. Entrepreneurs operating on insufficient sleep may experience a 50% drop in problem-solving abilities. That's nuts. That's crazy. I've been tired before, and I can see how that's true. So a well-rested mind, however, can better manage stress and tackle complex tasks, leading to smarter business decisions. And I don't know about you, but there are a lot of complex tasks that happen and go on. Never mind stress. I can manage stress very well now, but tackling complex tasks, you're not going to do that if you're not well rested. All right. So get some rest. All right. Second thing, as far as recovery measures, okay, incorporate active recovery into your routine. Active recovery. So recovery doesn't always mean complete rest, by the way. Active recovery is like walking, yoga, or even like light stretching even. That it helps improve blood flow, it flushes out toxins, it reduces muscle soreness, it does a lot of different things, without overloading the body. All right. So this is especially important for professionals who may struggle to find time for full rest days. So active rest. I'm gonna give you some actionable tips for active rest. One thing you can do is schedule short, like low intensity activities on rest days. Like I was talking, like a 10, 15, 20-minute walk during your lunch break. All right. Or a gentle yoga session after work. Sign up for one of those yoga classes and check those out. Those are very advantageous. But something low intensity you want to schedule on a rest day. Another thing you could do is take advantage of mobility exercises. Or foam rolling even, to target stiff muscles, particularly if you sit for long hours. I know I do, and I make sure that I get up every so often. So if you don't know any mobility exercises or what that even is, or foam rolling, hit me up and ask. I'll do a show on it. I'll on the segment recovery measures. I'll talk about mobilities or foam rolling if you like. If you're watching on the replay, you have plenty of time until the end of next month to get it in under the comments. All right, so take advantage of mobility exercises or foam rolling. And then another thing you can do to take advantage of active recovery is use movement breaks throughout your workday. This is what I do this a lot. Example, a 5-minute stretch every hour, okay, to prevent physical stagnation and mental fatigue. You can get up, walk around, get up, stretch, like whatever. It doesn't matter. Just stop sitting and do something else. Be slightly active for a second and then sit back down. All right. I want to know though, whether you're watching on the replay, you're live right now. All right, if you're live right now, I want you to interact. If you work at a desk, how often do you get up and move during the day? And then could you add a quick stretch break to your routine? Think about it. I mean, I think anybody can. You get up to use the restroom, right? You can get up and stretch or move around for a second. All right. All right. So as far as active recovery and the link to productivity for work, active recovery not only improves physical performance, but also keeps your energy levels steady. It reduces that dreaded afternoon slump, that mid-afternoon crash. It also enhances focus for high productivity tasks as well. So active recovery is where it's at. Active recovery. Any questions on that after the fact, please put them in the comments and I'll get back with you. I'll follow up. All right. Third thing here for recovery measures. Leverage stress relief recovery practices to balance your mind and body. What do I mean? All right. So chronic stress, it sabotages your physical and mental health, leaving you drained and unproductive. Horrible, horrible. So recovery measures like mindfulness, breathing techniques, and therapeutic practices help lower cortisol levels, that's that stress hormone, improving resilience and overall well-being. All right. Again, recovery measures like mindfulness, breathing techniques, and therapeutic practices help lower cortisol levels, which improves resilience and overall well-being. And here's some action tips that you can take. So practice mindfulness or meditation. It's real easy for 10, 15 minutes daily, 5 minutes even, to reset your focus. I mean, if you're a beginner, try using apps like Calm or Headspace to guide you. Real easy. All right. That's one thing you can do. I do that religiously, and I have my clients do as well, and it works unbelievably. Another thing you can do is include weekly recovery focused practices such as massage therapy. Who doesn't like a massage, right? Acupuncture, don't sleep on acupuncture. It works. Or sauna sessions, even steam or dry sauna sessions. Okay, to alleviate stress and muscle tension. All right, so include weekly recovery focused practices. Pick a few. All right, another thing you can do is try breath. This is very similar to meditation, but try breath work techniques. Like it's called the 4-7-8 technique, and all that is 4-7-8. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and then you exhale for 8 seconds. So 4-7-8. 4 in, 7 hold, 8 breathe out. All right, that will instantly calm your nervous system. It really does work, folks. During high pressure moments at work, especially, or just in general in life. Breath work. Remember, next time you feel stressed or like just overwhelmed, try it. 4-7-8. Breathe in 4 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds, breathe out for 8 seconds. Awesome. I wanted to know if you've ever tried a mindfulness or meditation app before. Have you? And if you haven't, what's holding you up? What's stopping you from giving it a shot? Let me know in the comments. All right. And now the productivity link to work and mindfulness. Entrepreneurs who manage stress effectively, like myself, are more likely to remain calm under pressure, think strategically, and maintain emotional intelligence. Again, entrepreneurs who manage stress effectively are more likely to remain calm under pressure. Cool as a cucumber, right? Think strategically so you can think straight, and then maintain emotional intelligence. You're aware of what other people are feeling and what's going on. All right. Key traits for leadership and client relationships. Huge. All right. In the fast-paced world of entrepreneurship and professional life, it's easy to fall into the trap of go, go, go without taking time to recover. But the truth is, recovery isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for long-term success. By prioritizing quality sleep, incorporating active recovery into your routine, and embracing stress relief practices, you're setting yourself up to not only feel and look better, but also perform at your peak. And who doesn't want to do that? The investment you make in recovery today will pay dividends in energy, productivity, and overall well-being tomorrow. That wraps up tonight's fitness success segment. Remember, a stronger, healthier you is the ultimate competitive advantage. There you have it. Recovery isn't a luxury. It's a performance edge. Sleep, active recovery, and stress relief aren't just wellness buzzwords. They're the fuel behind every successful entrepreneur and real estate pro who's in it for the long haul. If you want to feel better, look better, and perform at your peak, don't skip the recovery. That's how you keep it moving and keep it real in both business and life. Until next time, keep it simple, keep it moving, and above all else, keep it real, especially when it comes to your fitness. That wraps up today's fitness success segment. Next Monday is Labor Day, so there won't be a show. The show will commence on Monday, September 8th at its new time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At that time, we'll reset with week 1, so we'll be discussing Pillar 1, nutrition habits, master your nutrition, and fuel your body for success. Want to join the conversation as a guest or have your questions featured on the next episode? Just drop a comment below. Yes, even if you're watching the replay. Let us know and we'll make it happen. Next up is the public speaking segment of the show, From Stage Fright to Spotlight, our comprehensive public speaking segment designed to help you master this crucial skill, whether you're speaking to a large audience or in front of a small group. This segment of the show will give you the tools you need to shed the stage fright and step confidently into the spotlight. This segment of the show will also have guest appearances from some of my fellow Toastmasters. And if you don't know what Toastmasters is, I'm going to tell you right now. Toastmasters International is a nonprofit educational organization that teaches public speaking and leadership skills through a worldwide network of clubs. I belong to the Spirited Speakers Club out of Middleborough, Massachusetts, and we currently meet virtually on the 2nd and the 4th Wednesdays of every month. The next meeting will be this Wednesday, August 27th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to experience a virtual meeting and see what it's all about, comment Spirited, and I'll share the meeting link with you. Again, don't miss out. Comment Spirited, and I'll share the meeting link with you, and you can link up with us and check out a Toastmaster meeting that's virtual. When you log into the meeting, don't be scared. Feel free to sit back and observe from the sidelines. We'll make you feel welcome, but participation is optional. No pressure, just relax and enjoy the experience. Hope that you attend. Now let's move on to the final segment of today, the Real Estate Roundup segment. The Real Estate Roundup segment keeps you updated on the latest in the real estate world. Whether you're interested in residential or commercial, this segment's got you covered. I'll invite guest experts on to share insights and discuss subjects that you want to hear more about. If you didn't already know, I happen to be with Nuss Realty Group. We are a commercial real estate brokerage and consulting firm out of Braintree, Massachusetts, servicing all of Eastern Massachusetts. We specialize in commercial real estate transactions, including sales and leases. And we also consult on a variety of commercial real estate related matters, including but not limited to nonprofits, religious and otherwise, potentially environmentally compromised property, and transit-oriented development. Other services include commercial lease audits, and if you or anyone you know owns a commercial property and wants to know its worth on the current market, we can do a commercial broker opinion of value for you. If you or someone you know is in need of a commercial real estate professional, please contact us directly or comment under this video and we'll follow up with you. Residential agents. Residential agents out there, have you ever tried to navigate a commercial lease or sales transaction and were confused by it or got stuck? There are differences and nuances involved. Did I mention that we also work with residential real estate brokers. So if you are a residential agent or broker in need of commercial expertise, please don't hesitate to contact us for assistance. What real estate topics spark your curiosity the most? Residential, commercial, or something entirely different? I'd really appreciate it if you shared your thoughts in the comments. And if you are watching the replay, your input is just as valuable. Your feedback will guide me in creating future content. Thank you. All right, keeping it moving. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Keeping It Real. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Every week, we'll dive into important topics that will help you grow with a mix of fun and practical advice, from nutrition habits to real estate, public speaking skills to networking strategies. This show is designed to inspire you, keep it real, and of course, keep it fun. Today in the Core 4 of Networking segment, we rewound to one of our most impactful segments from March 2025 and tackled the final part of the Core 4 of Networking, follow up. Then in the Fitness Success segment, we dove into a throwback segment from January 2025 and got into one of the most underrated game changers in the world of fitness and productivity, recovery. In the public speaking segment of the show, from Stage Fright to Spotlight, I invited you to visit my next virtual Toastmaster meeting this Wednesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Comment spirited if you'd like the meeting link. Then lastly, in the real estate roundup segment, I told you about the services of my commercial real estate brokerage and consulting firm, Nuss Realty Group, and how we love to work with residential agents. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a comment about what you did like, and if you didn't like something, let me know that too. All feedback is welcome. If you arrived after we started or missed any details, don't worry. You can always check out the replay. Before we end the show, I have one last thing to share. Every show will end on a high note with a funny meme or short, hilarious video to keep you smiling. Please stand by for this week's funny moment.
Happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death. The f*** is that? Shit! I'm dying in this fucking country-ass f***ed up town. Shit flying in my mouth. The fuck, I can't see pollen. And let's get the fuck out of this country, motherfucker. I can't see me.
Now you can hear me. Thanks for joining me today. I can't wait to see you for more Keeping It Real. Be sure to leave your comments, share your thoughts, and don't hesitate to get involved. Stay tuned, stay engaged, and keep it real. See you in 2 weeks on Monday, September 8th at the new time of 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a happy, safe Labor Day.
I know everybody a go lie. I know everybody a go lie. Success don't come overnight. No make them know a substance over hype.